Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the SH Figuarts Guts from the Golden Age arc. It's my main man, 50 grand, brown skin tan. It's Guts. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about it. Now, this is probably one of the best Guts figures there are. And this is not to take away from all the figures we got from before. But it's very rare that we get a young Guts. And I just like the idea that we are returning back to the stuff that put so many people on who did not read the manga and return to it, or didn't watch the original anime. They watched the Golden Age arc movies. Great representation of him. I love the long limbs. I love the look. It's just a young Guts, young and unaware, down to that that stare. So I love it. I know some people have issues with their shoulder pads. Some people have even done the thing where they put the elastic loop. Personally, I like it like this, but it is one of those things that for some people it will find and get annoying, and that's okay. I understand. We do have a beautiful bicep swivel. The joints have been some of the cleanest that we've gotten in terms of articulation and movement. We have a beautiful butterfly joint, and then we can rotate around. Shout out to Mr. Lee, who I just remembered did an excellent exhibition over at San Diego. So shout out to you, Mr. Lee. I appreciate you. Here we are. Beautiful articulation in the head. As you go, oh, I didn't know I could pull it. Oh yeah, you can pull it a little bit, get that extra movement. And even on our asymmetrical side, we have some gauntlet swivel, which is really nice. Now, as far as the ab crunch goes, we actually can pull it up and then we can tuck forward to have some extra movement. We can still tilt side to side as well too, giving it that extra movement. And I like the idea of that. There's a lot of hidden engineering in this. We do have a lower thigh swivel here at the belts. It's not up here, it's gonna be down here. We can lift our leg up beyond 90 degrees. We have a beautiful double joint. We do have a boot swivel as well, and generous ankle pivot, and a toe hinge. That means Guts can absolutely hit some really beautiful poses, especially with sword swinging, so great example. Our arms can cross, that means you can absolutely hit some beautiful sword poses, some downward poses, some attacks, because you know he uses a Zweihander. And I know it looks crazy now, but it'll look a lot better when you get some poses going with the sword. Some Zweihander poses. So this is utterly fantastic. Ooh. I messed up, my bad, y'all. So here, I'm gonna see if it'll hold in a pose. So look at that, great example. See, but it's little things like that that go a long way in terms of engineering and articulation that I really, really enjoy. So with all of that being said, let's look at the accessories. All right, I left your boy Guts down there because we're gonna talk about a few things. One of them is going to be our accessories. So I'm going to pop these hands off because I'm gonna pop on, I wanna talk about the sword right away. A couple of things we're gonna do, right? First, we're gonna talk about how on the backhand side, I think that this is absolutely beautiful that they actually made it a working sheath the way it should be, and it's soft. So that means it can be adjusted. And then when it's popped in there, it looks really good. Like it's held there. That means you can do things like lift your arm up, place the arm properly on the sword, and lift. It is a working sheath for a giant Zweihander, which is honestly kind of crazy. And the reason why that works is because when you pull the sword out, it gets soft and retreats. See? So I just wanted to talk about that. That was pretty cool. And for your Zweihander, obviously it's going to be release handle right here. And as far as our hand accessories go, we will get, let's fix that focus. We would get the sword holding hands, right? Which I'm going to pop on in a second. We get some open action grippers. Then we will get some relaxed hands. Then you'll get a couple of faceplates, one of them being the smirking face with no helmet. You'll get the yelling sculpt, which is definitive for Berserk, especially for Guts. You will get a helmeted head, which I thought was pretty cool, where the front mask can come down. And then you'll get a grit teeth sculpt for the mask sculpt as well. And last but not least, his cape cowl, which is wired, which is absolutely beautiful. And I feel like they wired this one a lot better. Whatever material they chose to use, it is indeed a lot better. As you can see, it flows very nicely here. I'm barely holding it up and it's holding. And I'm gonna get back to that. But first, I wanna put these sword holding hands on, because in putting these on, I wanna talk to you guys about the sword, which I actually really like what they did with this. I will say this though, popping these hands in are a little terrifying. The ball joints are very sturdy on this one. We've heard a lot of complaints about it. I've gotten so many people complaining to me, and I'm just like, bro, it's crazy because, ooh, I might have to pause it because this, when I tell you it has trouble going in, it's there, right? And it's crazy because like people will complain to me like how to fix it. I used Kiki's when I wore mines out from all the posing, but before that, mine's held. So it sucks that a lot of other people's didn't, to the point where they reissued it and tried to fix it. But I think that they've learned from said mistakes, right? So here's a great example. I'm not even gonna put the bottom on. So like I said, it's one of those things where, look, Guts is obviously, because of weight, it's not gonna hold now. Oh, focus wasn't even there the whole time. Crap, y'all. As you can see here, it's not gonna hold. But with a little bit of counterbalance in the legs, Guts will easily hold the pose. See what I mean? Now, when we reverse that, like putting it up for weight issues, let's see how it holds, right? Like I said, I love doing these kind of things, like posing and posing practice. Let's move that sheath back. But as you can see here, again, it's holding. So that's me banging on the table. Ooh. So yeah, it's really a matter of what kind of pose you're doing and are you using proper anatomy and balance. This is an excellent example of that. A sturdy pose will have you just right. And I love the idea of this. It looks utterly fantastic. Now, I promised that I would talk about this cape, so I am. One of the things that do worry me about the said cape is that sometimes I feel like it makes the neck a little stuffy. But I think that's something you can overcome by literally having some proper placement upon the neck. As you can see, you let it drape over the shoulder properly. I'm gonna pop this head back on. I'm gonna pop the raging faceplate. And I feel like it does look a little better when it is wrapped properly, especially because the sheath here in the back will make it look a little stuffy. But you can make something really, really nice out of this. This is probably one of their best releases in my opinion. But again, I only hope that they continue to improve and get better. In the meantime, though, I'm going to get a bunch of my Berserk stuff out. Unfortunately, I do not have the Golden Age Figma anymore, but I do have the other SHS, so I'll use those. But yeah, so yeah, let's talk about size comparison. I'll get some stuff and we'll talk about it. See you guys in a sec. Now, size-wise, we're jumping into some comparisons. Now, here we are. And I'm just gonna use this armor, even though I had two of them out. I'm just gonna use this one. Here, actually, I could use both. Here is our full Berserk armor. So I do like that he does stay the same height, not growing or getting smaller, just same height, slightly different proportions because, you know, the suit is killing him and whatnot. And then here we are with our other suit. So we see Guts. His face is actually getting thinner, which is representative of the suit killing him, things like that. So I do like that they stay like this. I'm actually gonna take this guy away so we can compare to the old Figma Black Swordsman one. And this one has been repainted, so that's why it doesn't look the same as the old stock one. So as you can see, still consistent and mostly in height, but we do have different proportions. Take these guys away. I'm gonna put my boy Garo in here just because I feel like he looks good. Two caked boys together. And as you can see, he's actually taller than Garo. Taking my bad boy away. Next up, we have a Nosferatu Zod. Now, I did not go out. I made the mistake of not going to get my Griffith and Femto out of storage, but these guys were all here. So here we are with Zod. Then we have a Figma fluted armor. As you can see, it's smaller, but it does look good next to Guts. Take these two away. Next up, we have a Meti Toys Orc. looking real good. I love these orcs. And then the last two are going to be Savage Crucible Creature? Oh, God, I gotta remember his name. Literally just did a video on him, and I don't know why I'm forgetting. And then we have a Mythic Legions Enoch. Sir Enoch. And that's because I was changing around my displays to have out... literally, I'm doing Sword and Sorcery and Fantasy style. So I was very happy to have all of these guys out. So here we are. I've had a lot of Cave guys out. So as you can see, Guts actually fits in with fantasy stuff of other lines as well too, which in my opinion fits perfectly if you love that sort of genre. It's a very good time to be a part of a lot of fantasy lines, as you can mix and match and dabble in all of these lines. So it's something that personally for me, I feel like it really works. But if you don't mix and match your stuff, I totally understand it. One more thing before I go, because there are two things I forgot. He also does get a tiny knife. And for a sheath version of said knife, which is going to be right there, here's our sheath top for the knife. Forgot to talk about those things, so I didn't want to make sure I didn't forget it. But I do want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in and watched. I know I've been on a road a lot, like a whole lot, to a point where I haven't gotten anything done for a while. So I'm going to put out some stuff, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. I know I do these whole big burst of videos where it's like 5 at once. So I hope you guys are enjoying those. In the meantime, as always, thank you so very much. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.